How are you?
Doing great.
Good. Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you all for being here. I obviously have some big news to announce, but also want to acknowledge that we just got word that a trooper was shot up in Glynwood Canyon. And the information we have is that the trooper was alive and taken to the Valley View Hospital in Glynwood Springs. So our hearts and prayers are with that family right now. It's certainly not how I wanted to have to start talking to you today, but I think we should all, make sure that we reach out to our State Patrol family too, and give them our best and offer them the support that they need right now. So we're hoping that we get more information about that and more information is released and that the trooper will be okay. So today I am announcing my intention to vacate the office of sheriff early, and I have accepted a position, an appointed position by the governor of the state of Colorado, John Hickenlooper, to be the executive director of the Colorado Department of Public Safety. As you can imagine, that is quite the expansion. It's a department that includes over 1,600 employees and a $350 million budget. It encompasses the divisions of the Colorado State Patrol, the Colorado Bureau of Investigation, the Division of Fire Prevention and Control, Division of Homeland Security Emergency Management, the Division of Criminal Justice, the School Safety Resource Center, and then the staff and the support systems for the Executive Director's Office. In the press release that went out today, both from my office and from the Governor's office, there's more information about the department at cdpsweb.state.co.us. When a sheriff in Colorado vacates the office, there's the Colorado law and the Colorado Constitution contemplates that occurrence, and Colorado law essentially says that when a sheriff vacates early, the undersheriff may act as the sheriff until the Board of County Commissioners appoints a sheriff as is prescribed in the Colorado Constitution. So at the same time, I have been announcing this for you, and at the same time the Governor's office has made the announcement. I have had letters delivered to our Board of County Commissioners making this notification. I also have given them a strong recommendation that when they consider making an appointment for the sheriff to fulfill this term, that they appoint my undersheriff, Rebecca Spees. Many of you know her, and I think you all know that she's exceedingly ready. She has a great grasp of everything that's going on in the sheriff's office, of all the current priorities and current happenings, and the knowledge of all the statutory responsibilities of the office of sheriff. And of course, she is supported by an amazing team of people in the sheriff's office and an amazing community of public safety professionals. So I have all the confidence in the world that she will be the most stable leadership and the best path to lead through this transition of leadership until a newly elected sheriff takes office in January of 2015. I think that there are probably a lot of different reasons why I have been given this opportunity, but the one that is most important to me, I think, is because of the reputation of the men and women of this office. We have a great reputation around the state because of the different things that I get to do and travel around the state and be involved with. I hear this very frequently. In addition to that, Mesa County is really well known around the state for the kind of relationships that we have with our partners, both at a local level, state level, and even the federal level, to do things that really protect our community and make our community a better place to live. There are people in this state that are certainly envious of Mesa County because of that. I credit that for being the primary reason that I get to do what I get to do. This is, of course, is like I said, quite the expansion of duties and responsibilities, but my father's here today. He's sheriff, retired from Michael County. He used to always tell me when you get stretched outside your comfort zone is when you really do well. And I can tell you that that's where I feel like I'm at today, obviously. But I am ready to get to work, and have been sort of involved in this process for quite some time to finally get to a decision point yesterday. And it is a big decision, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity. Not many people get the opportunity. It's going to be a challenge. The bittersweet piece of this is that I don't get to live here. I'm going to be living in Denver. I'll be moving there soon. My start date is June 16th. And I will work with the county commissioners once they determine an appointment to make sure that we have a seamless transition of an appointment of a new sheriff, which I have every reason to believe will be Beck Spees. And we will go from there. My wife is here today as well. I want to thank her, Kristen. Those of you that know, it's been a really interesting ride for us. She took a job opportunity a couple years ago and moved into Colorado Springs, and we had this commute thing going on. Now we're going to have that for a little bit of time, but a very short period of time. We are committed to not having to go through that much longer. We're really excited about moving together to a new community and having sort of a bigger footprint and bigger influence in the state. The Department of Public Safety is a very big support system, essentially, for local governments, local public safety agencies. As you know, in our office alone, the Colorado State Patrol and Colorado Bureau of Investigation support us regularly. The Division of Criminal Justice supports us, and emergency management in fires and weather events. I know one of the reasons that the governor was attracted to me as a candidate is that there's some very interesting parallels for what I do here to what the DPS director is. I have an investigations division, so do they. I have a patrol division, so do they. I have a corrections detention piece, they do too. I have experience in wildland fire, emergency management, those things. And one of the big duties of the director is to be part of the Colorado Commission on Crime and Juvenile Justice. And as you know, here in Mesa County, we have endeavored to do a lot of criminal justice reform and best practices. And I look forward to get to continue to do that work. So I see there are people in the room, Chief Angelo, soon to be Chief Macy. They're here. Barry Brad, I know, wanted to be here. Pete Hotzinger's here, thank you very much. Chief John Camper, former Sheriff Rick Clausen and his wife Nancy, great support systems, have always been great support systems for this agency and for me, and I know that they will continue to be great support systems for Beck and for this office as it transitions into new leadership at the end of this year or the beginning of next year. I believe I've said everything I wanted to say. Thank you, Kristen, and Dad for being here. It was a ton. So, any questions? All of them? Right. Yeah.